Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 30 to 80, where we have 34 moves to clear out 44 jelly, and we've got cutouts and candy cane fences that put quite a few things in isolation. But that's not the only thing we have in this board. We've got frosting here, we've got stripes that could come down, and keys that could come down, but also licorice twirls that could come down. We've got to get enough keys to open all of this area. Now let's talk a bit about the licorice. If I take licorice out on a turn, just like chocolate, no new licorice should be able to form. If I don't take licorice out, just like chocolate, more stuff can form, but it has to be able to drop down from one of these dispensers. Now here's the kicker though. Unlike chocolate, there are so many nuances to this. Whereas sometimes there's a 1 or a 2 turn delay in the fact that, licorice might not come out right away. If I don't take one out on one turn, but take it out on the next turn, I might get a reprieve. But if I take it out on one turn and don't take it out 2 turns in a row, then I might still get some coming down. So that 1 or 2 turn delay can work to our advantage or our disadvantage based on how it is. And then also, sometimes I have to be able to hit the licorice directly by making, let's say this stripe and hitting these here. And sometimes I can do it indirectly. Let's say I make this move and it doesn't hit any licorice, but because of the way the conveyor belt goes or some cascading, some licorice gets taken out. Sometimes that will count and sometimes it won't. Sometimes I can make a stripe that hits this and it'll count, and sometimes a ranged attack like a stripe doesn't. It has to be a direct hit. So many nuances, and this is my first playthrough, so I don't know what's going to happen. I just have to figure out what my best choice is. I could make a stripe here, but it doesn't take out any licorice. I could do this, and I like this because it only takes out 1 licorice, and I need licorice on the board to keep taking licorice out. But I think what I'm going to do... Oh, that's not good. I was thinking I would do this move because it's horizontal, but it's not on the conveyor, so that doesn't help. So I think what I'm going to do is just take this move, which kind of concentrates the colors down and gives me some things, even though I didn't hit them directly. And now right away I'll be able to start taking out some of this stuff so I can start collecting keys. That's a beautiful move right there. Now, I would love to put this with a special, but that opportunity kind of got removed from me. I'm going to go ahead and do this, open this up, and hope I don't get licorice coming through. Still no licorice coming through, which is nice. I could do this and take these out, but then I would definitely hit this, and I really want to try to set this up with a special. And I think it has strong potential. So I'm actually going to do this move. There's that licorice that I knew was going to show up eventually. But now I can start taking licorice out. This conveyor is going this way, so I can't get this together with this. And I might prefer stripes anyway. Let's do this. I know things could explode, but I'm just trying to take out this licorice as I go. Oh, in order to keep taking out licorice, I have to do this stripe-drift combo, but then it doesn't allow me the other opportunities I wanted. Oh, hey, what if I do this? I took out a licorice, and now I've got it set up with a blue stripe. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. See what happens. Notice I still had licorice coming in through there. And now I've got a key that's trapped over here. The good news is I've got these opportunities to make these color bombs. I could do this in hopes to pair 2 color bombs together. But I'm going to do this because it takes out some of that jelly, and that is part of my requirement here. So now I'm going to remove all green from the board, which opens up some keys, concentrates the colors down. I could take out something here, but I need to open this up again. So I'm going to try my best to set these with specials. Notice I'm trying to take out some of the licorice as I go, but that's not always possible. Oops, this is just going to remove a color, but that's okay. It'll concentrate things down. Now I'm left with a wrapped candy, and a wrapped candy along here isn't bad because it can take out the licorice and then get a key and then take out a key. So that works well. And I do get these stripes coming in, which is nice. So now I do this, which takes out licorice, takes out frosting, takes out jelly. So that works nicely. So let's see if I can keep going with these guys here. Taking out frosting, taking out licorice, taking out jelly. These two are going the wrong direction to help over here, but I can do this, which takes this out and makes a stripe along here. I could do some other things too, maybe try to set up some other specials, but I do like working in this area, and this is all tied up here. Now I can't take out licorice. So new licorice is going to come in. I know that. I just have to allow it to occur. And I have to figure out maybe the best place to put it. And I think that that's going to be out in the open here. So I want it to stream out this way and kind of keep this clear. Well, it didn't keep it entirely clear, but I only have one more to get to. And I could take out all purple from the board, which is going to take this out, so this is no longer an issue, plus it's going to remove this, which is going to have a nice little explosive effect. Plus I'm taking out a color, so I'm concentrating things down, making it more likely that I'll be able to set this up with a special. Not quite, not yet. I could take out a color, but I don't think that that's the best choice for me. I think I want to hold on to that a bit, even though it means that the rest of this board might get a little bit more tied up here. Okay, now what? I'll do this because I've got to reach into these little bitty corners here as well. I have to realize that there is still licorice trapped in lots of different spots. Jelly trapped in lots of different spots. If I take out green, that would help, wouldn't it? And it would concentrate the colors down. But I just think I should be able to set this up with another special. I'm going to do this. I'm going to set off this wrapped, which takes out this. Because remember how when we got these active, we were able to take out licorice and remove these things at the same time. Oh, stripe trapped combo, even better. That's kind of beautiful. Now what? Now it's not as clear cut. I want this to stay where it is. There we go. That was good. Okay, if I do this, it takes out a licorice, although it is with a ranged attack, and it takes out this. This is not filling with candy, so there's no portal system there. That means that all of these have to be ranged attacks. I'm going to do this to ensure I'm taking out licorice. I'm sorry. Yeah, licorice. But now, not as brilliant an opportunity. Let's go ahead and do this. It fills in with licorice. I really need to get that set up with the special. So here, taking out some licorice and hoping for some cascading. Taking out some licorice and making a special here. That's looking good. Okay. Not taking out licorice, but setting up opportunities. Well, we got close. 5 away. That's not awful, and it does show me that I was on the right path. I just have to do better. Let me go ahead and pause the recording, and I'll meet you back here with more lives on a new board, and we'll see if we can get closer. Well, this looks like an excellent way to start the board, so I'm going to take that luck that was bestowed upon me. And I could do this and make a stripe, but it's not really well aimed because the conveyor belt's going to take this away. So I'm not going to go for that. Instead, I'm going to take out more of these guys. I got a stripe anyway. It took off. Oh, look at this. So now I can make a wrapped candy and set off a wrapped candy, but I think it'd be better to do this and drop this wrapped candy down a bit further and now set it off. Now I'm taking out licorice as I go, so hopefully that's going to be helping. There, that's nice. I could take out more licorice, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of go for this move, take out licorice as I go. I thought that was going to flood in. That's just what happens. I'm going to turn this into a stripe. And now I'm going to bring it down and try to populate this area. So now I've got an orange in here. That means that if I could just take out an orange with this, I probably would. Although, hey, look at this. And now, oh, that's exactly what I wanted to have happen. So that's going to collect this key. It's going to take off a layer of everything. So even this jelly here that isn't populated with candy, that'll all get removed. It's going to take out the licorice. It's just going to clear the board. Well, of course, it brought in more licorice because that's this board. But look at how much space we have now. Look at how much licorice was taken out by that move. All right, so I'm going to do this. Hits a licorice, sets off some stripes. See how pretty this is? And now I've got a licorice here. So if I can take out licorice on a turn, no new licorice should form. And then I'm going to do this. Oh, more licorice dropped in. It must be on that delay that's actually detrimental to us. So rough trying to figure that out. So we take out a licorice, and then I'm going to try to get this area open again. Or, ooh, just make some stripes along here. Look at that wrapped candy position. Okay. Wrapped combo right here will take out to here 2 layers thick. That's a good choice right there. Bringing in licorice but taking licorice out, that's a good choice as well. And now I could do this wrapped, but I'm going to do this stripe and hope to set it up. Striped wrapped combo. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to do this right away. I've got a good opportunity. I don't think I want to set this off yet. I think I want to wait and let this go over here. Try to set it up with something better as I take this move. And then what? Then this move. We've almost got it. Just this guy left. Of course, I started out with a really good board to begin with, but I was able to capitalize on that good luck because I understood better how the board worked, because I played it a few times through. And I actually think this is kind of a fun one because there is a bit of strategy to employ here, and it really gets you familiar with how these licorice work. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below and I will try to respond as quickly as possible. And as always, thank you so much for watching.